And now for something completely different. And I mean completely different. Like, completely. Now, most of you guys already know this, but I am one of those anime-loving millennials, so to speak. I grew up with it on basic cable. When I was around 8 years old, my father went to Germany and brought back a translated copy of Doraemon, which I'm pretty sure I still have today, and I've loved it ever since. I grew up with Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially was my favorite as a kid. Oh my god. But besides Pokemon, Yu Yu Hakusho, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Gundam Wing, all of those shows, there's one that is always missing, and that is Saint Seiya. It was very popular in a lot of Spanish-speaking countries and in Japan, but it never quite caught on stateside. Now, for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't, my name is TK. I am a writer, a voice actress, and your resident lunatic. And today, we are watching Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac Battle for Sanctuary. Now, I'm gonna admit, I have mixed feelings about this show. Not just because I'm not super sure that it's gonna do numbers, but because of the quality of the show. You'll be hard-pressed to find American fans of this show, because the original show that was made in like mid-80s, early 90s, the English dub for that show was awful. I don't think I can fully describe how bad it was. It was one of the worst in history, right up there with Ghost Stories, and it never caught on. To be fair, a lot of dubs in the early 2000s of animes weren't great. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Gundam Wing, especially Gundam Wing. I mean, it holds a very special place in my heart, but let's be honest here. I still very much enjoyed the show because it pretty much defined shonen as a genre for a really long time. Now, there are a lot of people who think Dragon Ball Z is the blueprint, and to an extent they're right, because they really ran side by side with each other. But the fact of the matter is that Saint Seiya really confirms the model of there is a group of teenagers, most of them boys, if not all of them. During each arc, they each face one battle themselves. So you see this in Yu Yu Hakusho, you see it in Bleach, you see it in Naruto. They go into this battle knowing that they are going to leave one person behind to fight. They did this model pretty much throughout the entire series. Sanctuary arc, the Poseidon arc, the Galaxian Wars, and this might be because the manga artist himself wasn't exactly super fond of his own art. Saint Seiya remains to this day one of his least favorite works. One of the reasons it keeps getting revived is because he clearly enjoys still making money off of it. While it is popular, you know, in Japan and across the world, he's a little bit like Arthur Conan Doyle, where he's written so many other things, but Saint Seiya is really what he's known for. Now, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say that the manga that seems to be inspired the most by Saint Seiya is Yu Yu Hakusho, because even the archetypes make sense. Like, you have Kurama and Shun, you have Shiryu and Kuwabara, you have Yusuke and Seiya, you have Ikki and Hiei. I would hate to compare Hyoga's stuck-up ass to Kuwabara, my son. I would just hate to do that. Now, with that being said, this sort of pattern has kind of gone out of vogue over the years. I mean, you see stuff like My Hero Academia now, and it's a little less structured, and it has a little less social commentary about what boys and girls should be doing, and has sort of a different stank on it. I'm not sure if I can really describe it. Now, I've watched the entire series of Saint Seiya, including the Hell chapters. I have to say, while the episodes are quite formulaic, I still find the show very enjoyable and was pretty much heartbroken when it was taken off of Netflix. Now I can't find it anywhere. This is the danger of digital subscriptions. If you can, own your shit. Find physical copies, because according to all that stuff that happened with HBO Max, a lot of this stuff is just gone now, and it would be a goddamn shame for it to happen to something that's been around this long. I mean, it'd be a goddamn shame for it to happen to anything. I've never watched Lost Canvas, I never watched Omega, but I did watch the Knights of the Zodiac movie, and I watched the first season of Saint Seiya Knights of the Zodiac on Netflix, and I gotta say, it's not good. It's not good. I have complaints. I understand that because of how significant Saint Seiya is in Spanish-speaking countries, they decided to make Seiya Latino, which, cool, I don't have a problem with that. However, then they started changing names. Hyuga is now Magnus, Shun is now Sean, and a girl, and I'll talk about why I hate that in a minute. Mahiro is now Patty, Sayori is now Sienna, and I don't understand why they had to change the names like that, like a 2000s 4Kids dub. And if they wanted to market it to children again, they need to stop marketing things to millennials my age, because a lot of us don't have kids we can share this with. I feel like the show was made by one fan. Everybody else that was involved in the show watched it as an obligation and then tried to like cherry pick a lot of the famous scenes from it. I am not a fan of how they tried to change this show. And I know the original creator of the show doesn't give a shit. I do. Like, for instance, Shun, his whole character arc was about how you can still be a man and still be sensitive and have a sort of delicate grace about you and still enjoy feminine hobbies and still, you know, there is no shame in crying. There is no shame in expressing your emotions. There was a lot of exploration as to why he felt like the fact that he was, I'll be blunt, a bit of a crybaby made him less of a man, and his character arc is like this beautiful sort of incline from someone who maybe hates violence and fighting, but does what he has to do and is still able to love himself and the people around him. Knights of the Zodiac completely got rid of that conflict and just made Shun a girl. It feels like a dereliction. It just made me very upset because it takes away everything the character was supposed to stand for in the first place. Also, I don't remember if this was ever explicitly stated, but why did they turn Hyuga's name into Magnus? They never specified why. Also, where's Shiryu's girlfriend? The thing about Saint Seiya is there are a lot of stuff that does need to change. Like, for instance, let's take Virgo Shaka, who is a man from India, but was somehow still Japanese and blonde. There are so many things that they could have changed, and then took all the stuff that was very important and changed that. I really don't know how to describe it, and maybe I'll find some way to when I'm not vamping or ad-libbing, but either way, when I first saw Knights of the Zodiac, while I can enjoy it if I completely divorce it from its original content, you can't. While I don't think Knights of the Zodiac disrespected the original media, I do feel like it changed too much to be even close to a decent remake. But we'll see how I feel after we put on our headphones and commence with the drama, and let's hope we can keep the trauma to a minimum. Okay, so for future reference, Sienna was shot in the heart by an arrow that can only be dispelled by getting the boss on top of the Sanctuary Mountain to dispel it. Although I will say, I do love the remix of the very famous, or opening song. Although there's a part of me that wishes it was sung in Spanish or Japanese, but you know, that's just me. I forgot Shiryu's girlfriend's name. It's not Sayori. I know it's not Sayori, and I know it's not Miho. Ah, Hyuga, my favorite. And see, there's something about the animation that is not vibing with me. I couldn't tell you what. Saint Seiya! Oh yeah! Saint Seiya! Saint Seiya! Inakoso! Hanatake! Sorry. I will say, this opening is hype as hell. It always has been and always will be. It looks like they're trying to make June a more central character when she was really just a part of a filler arc. Yeah, so here we got our previously. I don't know where this plot line from the previous season came from. There were no giant machines and fake saint suits in this show. Not that I can remember. It's just, this season is so much more highly rated than the previous one, and I can't tell if those are plants or what. Oh, it's Death Mask. It's been a long time, Master Doko. Why do they keep making him British? He's Italian! Now this did happen in the show. I'm gonna try to stop comparing them. It's very hard. Now I do say, in every remake, they always succeed in making Death Mask a fucking asshole, and I love it. I'm also gonna go ahead and give y'all a heads up and tell y'all that subtitles is not super possible in this situation. Crunchyroll doesn't offer it for this show.
Or should I say Doko, one of the 12? The Gold Libra Knight.
Hell yeah, bitch.
Forced me to fight for real.
Okay, can we skip the lecture? Oh, I hate that that's cool.
Gold Knight of Aries.
Ooh.
Perfect timing as always, Master Mu. You have my thanks.
I live in the middle of the Himalayas on a cliff across a rickety bridge of dead people with a mansion with no door. I don't want visitors and I don't know why I'm here. Their skin doesn't look like skin. That's the problem I have with Disney movies. So that was some crazy shit, right?
The last moment, I will do what I have to do.
And I forgot what that was, so good luck.
You don't mean that.
You don't know what I mean. You better shut the hell up.
Magnus, go get a doctor.
Where? Where?
Just go get it done. Don't pull it out. Y'all are just in the Grand Canyon. I'm sure you can find a tour group somewhere.
Is our Grand Master.
Man, this man has like the coolest eyebrows I've ever seen. I miss Miho, one of the most disrespected anime girls of all time.
Arrows are fake!
Some of them are. Sorry, that was kind of funny. Okay, I do remember this battle, actually. See, that's one thing I do like about this show is that it does stay true to the cut-ins for every single attack. There we go. Shiryu, the original Daredevil.
Thanks, Long.
Long? They named him Long, not Shiryu? I don't remember that! Get his ass. I have to admit, I do love that. I will always love it. Ever since what happened with Yuri on Ice, I've been very paranoid about what happens with OBS. Who is Hyoga's voice actor? I'm coming with you.
Our real fight begins now.
You couldn't warn us about this? Alright, there we go. The clock. Yeah, see, there are some things that are in this show that, like, really get the original vibe of it, but there are just some things that are so far off. And I'm hoping that because this is so much more higher rated, that it'll be much the same. That it will have gotten it a little better. Also, I'm so glad that they're using their second uniforms. So glad. Don't have time to sightsee. Virgo Shaka is my favorite, so. I mean, I was born on August 29th, so of course.
So to reach the Grand Master, we only have to get past 12 gold knights?
I mean, that's one way to look at it. That's a lot of people. 12 people is a lot of people. Can I just say that? It's my dude. It's Mu. Mu looks good in every remake. Every remake, Mu looks amazing. Oh, fuck you, Tatsumi. Damn, you couldn't have telekinesis her a mattress?
Why are you doing this?
I'm trying to save your ass.
I can grant you now is a quick death.
Didn't do that. You're drawing this out, my guy. She's like, I really don't have time for this story. All this shit hurt. Yeah, Shiryu can't see any of that. If I was Shiryu, I'd be offended. But I have seen some shit, boys. I need you to understand this. I have to admit, that was pretty epic.
You already have a god killer arrow near your heart, and you still resist?
Yes, bitch! Why you think I'm here? I've always loved the theory that Mu and Sayori have been are related. I was like, you better do something because Seiya's about to do some shit. Well, they're mine for now. I'm still not sure how I feel about this show, but I have to admit, the last couple of minutes have been pretty epic, and it makes me a little upset.
Your spirit is strong, and ultimately convincing.
Can we shower?
We're gonna need our armor back now, Lord Mu!
Okay, Seiya, stop yelling! Okay, we don't have time for the banter, Kiki. Come on. You get your character development in Omega, okay? We don't have time for this shit. Why did they give Shun leggings, boots, overalls, and a corset? Yeah, look at that! Everything is too shiny. But that's just an issue I have with animation in general. Especially animation like Demon Slayer. Oh, I kinda like it! Stop! Oh, I kinda dig it.
I can almost hear it breathing.
I don't know if that's a compliment. Okay, so I'm gonna warn everybody here. The Japanese dialogue in Saint Seiya is also corny as hell. So the English dialogue is not going to be better no matter how well it's translated. You still got a little schmutz on your cheek, honey. How much y'all wanna bet they're gonna leave the Crystal Saint out of this too? How much y'all wanna fucking bet? Nope, not happening. Already, damn. Aldebaran is one of my favorites, and the way he dies in the Hell arc is so sad. I wonder if this is successful, will they do the, Okay, well, I don't like this Goo Goo Dolls ass outro, so we're just gonna skippy skip. Okay, so this is episode 2, also very highly rated by over 1,000 people. Surprised. Also, I have macaroni now, so... Yeah, I noticed that they changed it from Saints to Knights. Yori, Saint Seiya, you know could die. Oh yeah, Saint Seiya, you know Seiya, Koso, Hanatake. Sorry, I shouldn't be. Still not sure how I feel about Icky. He was my favorite character back when I was, you know, a kid reading this stuff. Not so much anymore. Now I'm an adult and I'm like, could you like not? Now Shun and Hyoga are my favorite characters because of course they are. Hyoga in particular, stupid bird. I love him to death.
Get through. You have to defeat me.
They needed to make him like a couple of shades darker, but I'm gonna let it go. It's fine, I'm gonna let it go.
Know your place.
You're literally designated third place, my guy. I have the power of nope. And Mua's like, Aldebaran, please. I literally just fixed those.
But why? Why do you obey the Grand Master?
He's literally my boss. I get paid. Oh, is this Maria? It is not.
You will be fine, soldier.
Are you sure about that? Aldebaran was always characterized by his compassion for other people. Okay, this is in modern times, though. We have hospitals. Saints go to hospitals. Like, this is a confirmed fact. There is no rule against saints not going to hospitals.
Let us all mourn for him together.
So who is this, Saga or Canon? Shaka still exists the way he does, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm not gonna harp on it. I'm gonna try not to anyway.
Oh, little baby.
It is truly the mirror to the future.
And I don't remember that bit of lore, but I'm gonna let it go. My memory just must not be serving. Although I will say, the Grandmaster's armor still looks goofy as hell. Oh, I actually kind of like that they're showing like the inner conflict of all of the Gold Knights. I think I'm starting to see why this is a bit more higher rated.
We go against the very goddess that we have sworn to serve.
Wow, they're so much more expressive than your average Disney movie. Sorry, I'm not gonna keep doing it.
Poseidon, Hades, and other gods.
We still have other seasons we can pull out of our ass, in other words. Although, the Poseidon arc does not get the love it deserves. The most powerful unibrow in existence.
Why can't we save both? Why can't we save Athena and humanity?
Because that sounds really complicated, Seiya. Damn, that's a concussion.
Dislocated.
Probably. Oh, this is actually quite close. Why'd they give my dude acid wash jeans?
My body's not responding. I'm going numb all over.
That's death.
Remember your training, Seiya.
I'm totally not your sister. Kurumada forgot about me after the Hell arc. You know, they went into a lot of detail about why the Lady Saints wear masks and why Marin specifically wears a mask. They never quite explained the 80s workout gear.
Seiya!
Sorry, that was really goofy.
Taps when I can just step out of the way.
I'm sorry, that's goofier than I expected. Yeah, that's pretty close. Damn, I kind of like this. Oh, I hate that. I'm a little frustrated. I don't know what to think. It's only the second episode. I just need to calm down.
Doesn't mean you've reached my level.
Disappointed dad stance.
Possible! You don't have that kind of power!
Apparently I do! Ugh, I forgot how much these characters get ragdolled, more so than on a lot of the other animes I see. Like, I think the only character I think of that gets knocked around like Seiya does is fucking Tanjiro. So please tell me again how Saint Seiya did not inspire Bleach. This is page for page, the Bankai with Byakuya. Or no, more the battle with Kenpachi. Kubo, Togashi, they all took inspiration from this show. And honestly, they just built on it and made it better. See, that actually feels really epic!
Seiya and his Cosmo, they're gone!
I'm right here, bitch!
You man enough to acknowledge defeat, Aldebaran?
Damn! They did leave in how much fucking audacity Seiya has at all times, and I kinda love it. Get up! Wake up! Wake up! Did we get knocked out already? Yeah, Seiya had to have character development. We just need to catch up. It'll be fine.
Seiya!
Hey yo, what the fuck was that?
Now go, and I will allow your friends to go with you.
It was a little too easy, because if I remember correctly, Aldebaran didn't let them go until they did what Seiya did.
What does he know that I don't?
Everything! Like, literally everything! You got the spark notes of the situation, my guy! That's trippy.
Guess the Gold Knight of Gemini isn't here.
Nope.
We don't have time to figure it out.
I think you probably should figure it out.
Defeated by a mere Bronze Knight, I'm so embarrassed.
Aw.
Come now.
I always like how
They truly
broy they are.
wanted
I
to
love
break
these
in
two.
The House of Gemini. It won't be easy for them.
I thought the guardian of that house was missing.
Yes, but did you not hear what I just said?
I would like to see her face.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's not like Tatsumi can stop you. Something's definitely there, and maybe you guys should take like a right left turn or something.
At this rate, we'll be running around in circles until all the flames have burnt out.
Yes, that's the point.
Let's split into 2 teams. Sean and I will take the temple on the right.
Like Fred and Daphne.
We'll make it to the Grand Master's chamber, even if there's only one of us left in the end.
I mean, speak for yourself, Seiya. Jesus.
I feel like we're running in place.
You are.
Welcome to Gemini's Labyrinth, from which you can never escape.
Ooh.
Guardian of the House of Gemini.
I've always loved Saga and Canon's armor. It's so cool looking. Oh, okay, so I can only do 2 episodes of this at a time. It's a lot, and I have a lot to say. Okay, so I read Crunchyroll's comments. There seems to be a consensus that this paid a lot more attention to the original source material than the previous episode. The previous season just blew through 2.5 seasons of content. 2 seasons and then a filler arc, I believe. Just blew through it in 8 episodes, and it sucked. Okay, it was bad. It was really, really bad. And I want to know if that is because that is what Netflix made them do. Because these last 2 episodes have been almost point for point the original arc. Now, there are some things that were changed, but in the long run, not that important. I'm still not super happy about Shun being a girl, but whatever. Yeah, this one felt better. It gave a lot more, I don't know. There was more emphasis on the Gold Knights. There's not as much character interaction between the protagonists, but I won't harp on that for too long because it's only the first 2 episodes. I wonder how they're gonna handle the Aquarius fight. Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna handle the Aquarius fight. I wonder how they're gonna handle Ikki. I am cautiously optimistic. Once again, I don't like how they changed everyone's names, but I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. I'll let it go for now, even though I'll probably complain about it in every episode, whatever. I'm still gonna call them by their original names. This one feels like it's made with love. And that's really all I have to say about it. I really enjoyed it, especially that fight with Mu. That was actually really cool. I'm hoping that instead of 12 episodes, they'll do 24. Despite my complaints, I was actually kind of cool. But yeah, we'll see what goes on next episode whenever I get a chance to fix it. Couldn't tell you when Yuri on Ice is coming back. Cross that bridge when we get to it. Regardless, please like if you like this video, please subscribe if you really like this video and would like to see more. If you would like to support the channel, you can find me on Patreon, where I post full uncut reactions the day before they're posted on YouTube, which means every Tuesday and Thursday, but right now I'm only really posting once a week, so usually every Tuesday. I am also watching Nirvana and Fire. I know I said that was going to be finished this month, but a lot of stuff came up, unfortunately. So you can find me on every piece of social media: Tumblr, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, but mostly Tumblr and TikTok, because fuck Twitter. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Stay weird, lovelies, and happy eating.